Hello, my name is Annette. I have CF and I had a double lung transplant 6 years ago. Welcome to my channel. Hey guys, I just wanted to check in with you, make sure you're doing okay during this quarantine time. I love being at home, but I honestly have to say that sometimes I kind of feel like I'm losing my mind. It's been really hard to not be able to leave. I feel like we kind of take that for granted sometimes. Our freedom is so ingrained in us and so vital and important to who we are as both individuals and as a society that when that is taken away, I feel like a part of me is kind of missing, the whole idea of not being able to just go somewhere, to leave my home. It's really unnerving and it kind of gives me this weird, uneasy feeling. And so I've been trying to fill it with certain things that make me feel good. Even if I wasn't stuck at home, I would really enjoy doing all of these things. And I have to say that I feel like this vlog is especially important. Well, I guess it's not really a vlog because I'm not really showing you like a day in the life or anything in this particular video. But I think that this video is important because for most of us, at least for people with cystic fibrosis or other illnesses, a lot of times we're stuck at home or in a hospital kind of setting and we are unable to go places and we're really bored. There's really not much to do. I mean, there's reruns and cable and internet, but all of that just gets old and stale. And I think that now, because we as a country and as the entire world, we are all sequestered to our homes and we're not allowed to really be out and about. Well, the majority of us aren't. I know in Southern California, there are some strict rules being passed where there are certain parts in the state where you're not even allowed to go anywhere unless you're going to the grocery store, the pharmacy, or a doctor's appointment. Yes, it is that strict, like in LA County, for example. And so there are actually a lot of organizations and companies and places that you would ordinarily not have access to unless you were physically there. They are actually posting free virtual tours and a lot of really rich online content that is being given to the world for free. So right now is actually this time of quarantine, as scary and as nerve-wracking as it is for the world. I think this is actually the best time to be a CFer or to be in the hospital or to be sick. Not that any time is really a good time to be sick, but if there was ever a time when it would be more manageable, I guess I could say, to be laid up at home or in bed or not feeling well, these next few weeks are really just gonna be the most enjoyable if you can take advantage of everything that all of these organizations and companies are offering people for free. And so I'm actually going to post a lot of links below where you can find things like free screenings to musicals, operas. A lot of zoos are giving virtual access to different exhibits as well as museums. I know that the Palace of Versailles is offering a free virtual tour. How cool is that, by the way, right? And so you can literally go around the world and see all of the world's sites just by clicking on a few links. How awesome is that? It used to be that, if you wanted to see the world without leaving your home, you would have to read books or, catch something really good on National Geographic or something. But now we have access to 4K video and virtual tours. Just yesterday, actually, I was watching videos on YouTube, 4K videos at that, of national parks, and I was sitting right there in my chair, and I was watching a 4K video walking tour of the Redwoods National Forest. How cool is that? So there's really, even though there's a lot that we cannot do, I think that the world has done an amazing job at coming together to give its citizens, because more than anything, we're not just citizens of our country, we're citizens of the world. And so the world has come together like no other to give us hope and to give us things to do. I'm crying because I think it's so beautiful how so many people and companies have put aside things like money and materialistic needs in order to provide a safe space for people. And we, as the CF community, and as people who might be disabled or unable to, go to a regular job or make enough income, or a regular income for that matter, in order to go and travel the world, these next few weeks, while you're stuck at home, consider seeing the world right from your very own couch. All you really need is an internet connection, and obviously a device to access the internet, but you can most likely, I haven't actually accessed any of these links myself yet, but I will post them for you below. So please let me know if any of the links are like dead links or don't work, so that we can share that with each other. But it's just amazing. I mean, I think almost everybody has a smartphone, a tablet, a laptop, a computer, anything like that. And you will have full access to so many beautiful things in this world that we would otherwise not have access to. Forgive the shaky camera. I'm literally holding the phone in my hand because I'm trying to stand in front of my kitchen window so you can kind of see the stove back there. I'm actually just about to do some dishes, and I thought, oh, the lighting is pretty good here. Why not? Why not take advantage of it? I didn't even take my hair out of my braid. I washed it this morning, and the best way I know to keep it from getting frizzy and from achieving those like cute wavy curls is to just braid it after it's almost dry. It has to be almost dry. Yeah, because otherwise my hair doesn't really hold a curl. Anyway, I digress. So if you haven't heard about it, if you haven't been on social media, or you haven't seen the links, I will post them below in the description box, and I hope that you take advantage of them, no matter where in the world you are, whether you're at home, in the hospital, and no matter how you're feeling, if you can just get on a device and click a few buttons and type in a few words, you'll really be able to be taken to another place. And I think as much as, the world, loves escapism, and some people frown on escapism, I think a time like this is actually a good time to escape sometimes, I don't know. I'm a writer, so I live for the whole escaping thing. Although I write very grounded fiction, very slice of life kind of stuff for the most part. So I just like to escape into other people's lives. Anyway, I hope that you're doing really, really well. I hope that you are staying home so that you are staying safe and away from, the virus and people who might be infected. And I hope that you are taking care of yourself. I feel like I should kind of maybe do a video on the best way to take care of yourself during this time. I do have a video that I posted a while ago about the best way to stay healthy for immunosuppressed people. And I'll link that down below and up here if I remember. But if it's not up here, then I'll definitely link it below, or up here or down below. I don't know. I'm still figuring out this whole YouTube thing, you guys. I'm just, I'm just here for you, honestly. I just want to be here for you. I am so blessed to be on the journey that I am on, and I'm so grateful that I'm here and that I'm alive and that I get to witness all of this and to be a part of it. And I want to be there for you so that you can feel a sense of hope and a way to kind of get through any challenges that you might be facing right now, because it's really hard to see past the challenge. It's really hard to be in a situation that is uncomfortable and painful, and I don't necessarily just mean physical pain. It can be emotional pain, it can be mental pain, psychological pain. The idea of not being able to leave your house, or your home, or your hospital bed, that brings all kinds of challenges in and of itself. And if I can be here for you, knowing where I've come from, because I was the girl who had a port since I was 7 years old. I was the girl who wore oxygen for most of her childhood when she was in the hospital. I was the girl who wore oxygen for the last year before transplant. I was the girl who was too vain to leave her house when she had to go home on oxygen. And so I would either not take it with me or I just wouldn't go out. And it really gave me a new perspective when I go out and I see people with oxygen. And, whereas before I never really thought about it too much, now when I see it, I remember, that I was that person once, and it was hard. And it was a challenge every day, every chore, everything was such a challenge. And so I've been there. I know what it's like. And I just want you to know that I am here for you now. And if you ever want to talk about anything, whether it's CF related, transplant related, life in general, even if you're not a CFer and, maybe you're not thinking of lung transplant, maybe you're on the list for a kidney transplant or a pancreas transplant or anything, anything health related at all. I feel like I've kind of been at the far end of the spectrum of things, so I can pretty much relate to almost anything. And I'm not a medical professional by any means. Like I said, I'm a writer, I'm an author, so I can just, I'm really good at making stuff up, but that's about it. But no, honestly, if my life experience and my journey can help you in any way, please feel free to reach out to me either in the comments below or on Instagram. That will also be linked here or down below, possibly both actually, if I remember. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am so glad you're here. Don't forget to click the like button. It really does help this channel. And subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you are always notified when I upload. And I promise not to, bore you to death. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if you have any suggestions for videos or if there are any topics that you personally would like me to cover, please put them in the comments below and I will do my very best to cover them. All right. Again, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, mwah. Bye-bye.